Now, this is a report that's happening today where they are saying that they have discovered who the Goolum account belongs to. And here it is. You are seeing this press briefing coming out. They're saying it belongs to Mohammed Yaqub. He's a UKZN affiliated person. His age is 37 and he's a stand-up comedian. So they're saying that they have now discovered who this person is. Now, if you look at the Goolum account has exposed a lot of stuff. It's sort of like our South African WikiLeaks. It exposes almost everything, everybody, and it just continues. Now, if you look here, the Goolum account has now said what it's saying, right? And it says, today, Iqbal claims I am a Mohammed. So it says, major breaking. Iqbal has exposed me for the 4th time. First, I was a journalist that was part of Kathrada funeral WhatsApp group. Then I was Tabo working in Province office. Then I was Tasneem working in GCIS. Today claims I am Mohammed, a stand-up comedian. So the account continues, but the account exposes things that when you look at them, you're like, man. Somebody who knows this type of information, where are they getting it from? So the minister, or the former minister, Lindiwe Sisulu, is saying that, look, in intelligence in South Africa, they bug everybody. So they know everything. And that's true. They bug everybody. They know your phone calls. They know where you stay. They know what you're planning. The intelligence has that. And if you meet anybody who's worked in intelligence, they'll let you know, we know everything about everybody. I have a lot to say about that, because cash in transit heists, Senzo Mayiwa case, all these things, if you know, why not act on them, right? The intelligence should be able to act on those things. But okay, let's leave that for another conversation. In this case, where they are now saying that they found out who this person is and the person continues to say stuff. And what's shocking about Goolum is that the stuff he says is information that a normal person would not have. For example, he says, earlier this year, discredited and disgraced Iqbal announced sponsorship of 100 million for the Cape Town. It is alleged that he did not sponsor so that he looks like a philanthropist and gets good publicity while he dishes out money. Philanthropy. While dishes out money for publicity, he refuses to pay 150 million that he borrowed from clothing union SACTWU to buy independent media. This money belongs to mostly female black workers, absolutely shameless, making black female workers suffer. And it talks about these things, right? One of the things I personally think, the reason why I have started to do more of this and publish more of this information is because the world and media is coming under attack. If you look at the world, Elon Musk now owns Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook. If you look at many of the evil things that are happening, when good men do nothing, evil continues. One of the things that I'm trying to build here with this is, number one, educate you, very important, but also create a media platform that cannot be corrupted. Now, what am I saying? We have so many media platforms in our country, but many times, many of them have a narrative that they push. Sometimes they're owned by people that are trying to push a certain narrative. Sometimes they squeeze people out. Sometimes they even kill people. And we don't have media in this country that is truly independent. And what I'm saying is we need to see more people out there that are independent. Like myself, I'm not part of any media house. I'm doing this myself. And you're able to get this information. And then you're even able to go in the comment section and say, no, you are lying. Or this, that, and the other. There are people that say that. And we create an environment where the truth can come out without it being affected by the people that are in power. We check authority. We check the people that... And I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. SABC, it's not independent. There are people that buy those people, bribe those people, pay those people. You look at a lot of independent news outlets in this country, they're not independent. And the reason why we're doing so well and we're growing is so that we get to a point where we own an independent media and we're able to bring you the truth and also able to help you understand what you're doing and the implications of what you're doing. So that's the reason why we continually ask you, please subscribe. And majority of you that listen to, you don't subscribe. So please subscribe. It helps us grow. Then you go an extra mile and you turn on notifications so that we are always able to bring you these stories. Now, back to this story. My concern is that if there are people that are trying to find fake accounts of people that spread information, etc. If somebody who is spreading propaganda out there, if you want to find them, my question is, for what reason? The only reason you should be able to find somebody who you believe is spreading propaganda is so that you can take them to court if they have slandered your name or if they'd said something which is not true. Not so that you can expose them. Because what are you then saying? You're saying to people that are whistleblowers, people that do share information in this country will not have a safe place to be. So I'm caught very much in between with this account to say, is this true? Is he the one that's been exposed? How does it work? I mean, look, 2 hours ago, he says, Gauteng MEC for Finance, Lebogang Mele's best friend and partner in crime, Edwin Sodi, owns multiple houses across the country, all bought with proceeds of corruption. The value of his known portfolio is over 800 million. Any deposits in the Gauteng Provincial Bank will be another VBS, a picture of a senator. This information, when you dig into it, you're like, hey, where is he getting it from? But hey, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you believe that these people should be exposed? Do you believe that they should be controlled and the country should be tapping and checking everything that everybody covers and everything that they say? Because my concern is, how then do we have independent media if former state security is saying to us that, hey, they tapped everybody's phone? It means that my phone is also tapped. And it means that whatever I'm sharing with you, they are also able to see it. And it means that very soon they might knock on my door and say, hold on, this you must stop, or that you must stop, or whatever the case is. And that's the reason why I'm fighting to say, let's have platforms where we discuss critical matters and we discuss them together and we check one another. Very important. So here it is. I'm just showing you all the things that he sort of writes about, the things he exposes, and you can hear Lindy Wesisulu saying that this Twitter account basically cost her an election. She's basically saying that it's the reason why she didn't win the elections, the ANC, because there was somebody who was giving slander. The media was biting on it, and I don't know, guys. I think this one is sensitive. And I know some people are saying, no, we are happy that these things are being exposed. We must know everybody behind every account and this, then, and the other. And for me, my concern is, if we live in a state where media is controlled, the financial institutions are controlled, are we then not living under, why would we have to wait for an antichrist to appear? Is it not already happening if that's the case? So my heart is really to say, when it comes to the media, we need strong, independent media outlets that will be able to bring you information. And I've seen, there's a lot of podcasts that do what I'm doing. But when I looked at who's funding them, I found out, okay, some are being funded by Bill Gates, some are being funded by the Soros Foundation, and I said, we have issues here in the media. We must build independent media that can bring people information like we are doing, that will not be bought and that will not be controlled by the people. So let me know what are your thoughts. And remember to leave a comment and to subscribe. That is very, very important. Now, the last story that I want us to cover is what happened with Donald Trump. A very scary story that happened in the US.
The New York Post. It's an image of what appears to be that shooter on the roof, with blood on his face and security standing over his body. That there, one of the images of the day, the 20-year-old shooter there on the roof, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Again, this is according to the New York Post, a little over 100 meters away from where Donald Trump was giving that campaign speech. So let's back things up and recap what's happened today. There has been an assassination attempt on the former US President Donald Trump as he was campaigning in Butler in Pennsylvania early today. Donald Trump was grazed by a bullet on his ear, his right ear, and he has been discharged from hospital. That's the good news. He had reportedly been taken to be treated in Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania after a shooting at that nearby campaign rally. He's now been discharged, or has left the county where the shooting took place, and is under the protection of US Secret Service as well as the state police. So this is what we know about the shooting so far. The former president and the current challenger had been holding a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, when audience members reported hearing multiple gunshots. It's not just audience members. That video that's beaming around the world now, we can all hear multiple gunshots. Trump then seen falling to the ground.
So as you can see, there is a lot of information happening. Now, I did a video on this. It's on my other page. I did it yesterday. And that page is called The Journey with Mpho Dagada. And the reason why we've got multiple pages, so that if this page gets banned, because the stuff that we share with you, there are people out there that don't want this information to be known. So if this page gets banned, at least we've got another page that we also have as a backup. So I did do a stream yesterday. The page is called The Journey with Mpho Dagada. It is a vlog page, but go and have a look at this page and follow this page to ensure that information is coming to you. And I basically discuss it in my thoughts there, but I'm concerned, guys. I'm concerned. Why does it seem like we have a war of agendas that's beginning to happen? The deep state, some say the Antichrist, some call it the man of perdition. There's so many words that are called. Are we coming to the end of the world where a former president gets shot by a child or a 20-year-old, as it's being revealed, from the roof while he is campaigning? And if that shot had missed him, he could have passed on. The future of America could have changed. And why am I saying this? Because I'm looking at the events that are going on around the world, and I'm getting concerned to say, where are we going as a people, humanity, around the world if these sort of elimination tactics are being used? And yes, there are people that are saying that, you know what, Donald Trump planned it, it's fake. There are some that are saying, you know what, we don't care, it's high time, America, all of them get killed. Hey, some are blaming. But what I am concerned about is that the events that are going on, they would make one thing to say, man, I think maybe we might be at the end of this thing. Maybe Jesus is returning. We are quarter two. Because what is this that is happening? Now, Trump's shooting, authorities attempt to determine motive as suspect's devices seized. So they have seized the suspect's device, and the FBI is involved. FBI says no evidence suspected gunman Thomas Matthew Cooks was operating as part of a larger group, but motive remains unclear. Biden gives oral office address after assassination attempt on Trump. Politics must never be killing field, latest update. So we are moving to an era, and you know, I said to somebody, and I've done a video on this before, political killings, to say in South Africa, what has happened with Donald Trump, it happens every other day. In KZN, if you go to KZN, the biggest political killings always happen in KZN. And I've done a video on it where I explain about political killings. And it's one thing now when it happens to a former president, but you need to realize that political killings are a very big problem in South Africa. And even in Africa, they're a very big problem. And it's important that we don't only just talk about it and say, look, it's happening in America, let the whole world come to a standstill. We also look at the fact that it happened in South Africa, and it is a concerning thing that happens in South Africa. So if you have not yet watched my video on political killings, here it is. I talk about political killings in this video. And I talk about them in KZN. So go have a look at that video if you haven't watched it. And I want to apologize for the last broadcast that we had. I did have an overlapping where my voice was also overlapping the voice of the audio that we're playing. And there were a lot of people that rebuked me in the comment section. You know, I read those comments and I thought, hey, yeah, no, this show is a serious show. There are people here who depend on this show to be able to feed them their information. And when things don't necessarily go well, they come back and they give us feedback. So there is a lot of people that came in and they were very, very upset about it. So apologies about that. And for those that did express that they were very unhappy about that, sorry, we are fixing it. Remember, we are always trying to experiment and understand what is the best sort of technology that we can use to be able to give you this information. So we are always about that. So do forgive us. I was trying to look at some of the comments that came through. I see they are no longer there. I hope the team has not deleted them. I love seeing every single comment that comes in, but there are a lot of people that felt that, you know, the noise was very bad in the last one. So for that, do apologize. We are always upgrading and trying to do better. And as you can see, now we are on 4K. So now the next step of building this media company is getting other presenters to come and also present news out outlets and make you known. So we have officially started. We are building a media company that will tell the country, tell the people of South Africa and the world the truth. So we are beginning, and if you are out there and you want to help us, you want to come present, you want to come and help us share this news and build this, do let us know. We are taking in any advice. We are taking in anybody who wants to assist us. So do let us know. But our goal here is to say, let's discuss things without being captured, without lying to people, in the truth, and make sure that the nation knows what's going on. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember to subscribe and to leave a comment. Thank you, and see you soon.